back-to-back race days. Came from Indiana to Missouri, kind of on the way home to hit this Thayer round 2 of the Moore series. So got off to a good start into the lead, and man, was I happy to get a good start because it was absolutely just so dry. So super happy to get a good start here. So going on to the motocross track here, and they watered some of this so it wouldn't be super dusty. And I just knew I needed to get through this and get onto this first lap to try to open up the lead. But they said they were changing the track a little bit to bypass the scoring on the first lap, and I should have been just trying to see where it went there, but not really sure what I was doing, just looking straight down at the ground, I think, and ended up getting past there. And so now we're eating dust, and it was so scary. Like right here, I don't think it looks as bad on camera, but man. And I think it was better to be right behind them than to be like 10 or more than that back. If you were right behind them, you could kind of still see before the dust got picked up. But anything behind that, the dust was just like staying in the air, and the sun and the shadows were hitting it. And as you can see here, I have no clue where I'm going. I'm just like following his head through the dust. This whole time I was like, man, just please don't hit anything. Please don't be anything out of the trail. So come out in the field, was able to make up a little bit of time, and I knew I had to do something because this dust was so scary. Couldn't see anything. So I tried to come up the inside there, get on the gas as hard as I could, and come out of the corner. And now we got to try to run away because I've already said it 20 times. You guys don't need to hear it again, but it was dry. That's all I'm gonna say. Just dry. I knew if I could sprint away and just kind of put in a good little bit here, good section, be smooth and fast, then we'd be good to go for the most part, just because I could build up that little bit of a lead and should be free from there. But it's just getting that initial tiny bit of a lead like I was talking about, where when you're right behind somebody you can still see, and then if you get back a little ways it just makes it terrible. So I was just trying to get a lead and go out as hard as I could that second lap there. So now we're on to our second lap, I believe now, and kind of starting it here. So if you guys haven't already, I already posted the video from Saturday's race, and this was Sunday. So Saturday I was in Indiana racing the IXCR, and then came here to race the Moore race. So it was a busy weekend, so be sure to check out the IXCR video. That one's already out, and it was a really fun and good race, so don't miss that one. I think this track would have been awesome because it was such a cool layout, and I think it would have been really flowy and good corners everywhere if there would have been moisture in the ground. But as you can see here, there wasn't, and it made it really scary and hard to push and go fast because you're just scared the whole time that there was something hidden under the silt, or a rock that you're not going to see. This section down here is kind of a creek, and it's all dried up, but this was probably the least dusty section, and I think it's just because it was pretty much all rock. So but it was definitely a nice break, catching people or whatever down there. I could really try to catch up to them, and then right after that was a field, so I could get by some people if I needed to, or whatever the case was. It was nice to be able to kind of sprint through that if I knew somebody was in front of me. So about at this point here, I'm like, alright, this trail's a little scary, so let's just put it on cruise control. I knew I had a comfortable lead, and I just wanted to maintain it and make it through the race and come out of there healthy, just because it was a pretty scary track. But from now on, I'm just gonna try to finish out the race, put in good laps, consistent laps, and not take too many chances here. Here we are on the last lap, nearing the end. GoPro died right before the finish, so I don't have that. But we ended up being able to cruise it in and ended with a pretty comfortable lead. And like I said, just tried to stay safe that last half of the race, not take too many chances, and just ride it in for the rest of the race. But ended up getting the win and had a fun time in the hot, dusty day, but still a fun day on the dirt bike, so I can't complain. And thank you guys for watching. Be sure to like this video and consider subscribing. We'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.
Now.